Sure is nice being out in nature. Sometimes I walk around out here and I just like to think about stuff. I think about things like, why did Dolly Parton get such huge boob implants? As we walk through this clown world we're dealing with day to day, I wonder what has become of music. You know, there's the thought that I watched this interview. I forgot who the guy was talking. Guy with blonde hair. Anyways, kind of long. He's involved in the UFO community stuff. He was talking about how in the hip hop rap world, you know, back in the Motown days, the music used to be a lot more positive, and then there was a shift that happened, and that shift seemed to promote a much more just degraded, harmful, dumb way of living. You know, this whole booty butt cheek world, people flashing their hordes of fiat currency, thinking that's the answer to everything in life, right? And this guy was saying about the rap hip hop industry, that a bunch of music people had gotten together and decided that they wanted to promote this in order to provide for the destruction of the people who listen to that. Anyone who listens to that. Black people, white people, period. In order to do that, they had decided to go ahead and only have people who are willing to play ball, their way of thinking, their way of making music, promoting the songs and ideas and things that they wanted promoted. People who are independent, kind of thinkers, more intelligent, weren't just promoting all the booty this and booty that all the time. Yeah, those people, they weren't interested in working with them anymore. I'm talking about, you know, theoretically, if this happened, the big powerful players in the industry, big money. And then of course there's all kinds of talk of how that stuff is really controlled out there. You can look up interviews on, what is that, World Star Hip Hop? Interesting, really interesting. I think you understand. You understand what's going on. You see, when you're out in the woods, it helps to be aware of what some people say are signs of Bigfoot. The species collectively known as Bigfoot. So I keep an eye out. There's one guy on YouTube. His name was Nathan Rio. He talked about how he thought Bigfoot was the biggest joke in the world until he went out and started actively trying to disprove it and really got into looking into it and researching it. And then he became one of the biggest proponents in showing people how to actually find these creatures. I thought I saw something over there through the trees. I did see something. That was a person. Anyway, so Nathan Rio had this cool series about how to find these creatures, and he lived in Utah. And then his videos, he had this awesome number of YouTube videos. Then his videos disappeared from his YouTube, and then he started making videos talking about his fitness pursuits and his Adderall addiction and recovery process. It was so strange. Of course, you know what people think, right? People think, oh, he was getting too close to the truth. He was showing people how to find Bigfoots. what's the plural? Bigfoots, I guess that's as good as we have it, right? Whether they, whoever they are, got to him or not. I haven't looked for him in a while. Maybe they're back up by now, but last time I looked, they were all gone. Anyway, so one of the things you want to look for, and this is commonly talked about, not just Nathan Rio, but tree breaks. Trees that are broken off 6 to 7 feet in the air. Could be something natural that happened, but if you pay attention, you might find that there's nothing natural looking about it. Perhaps it looked like a healthy tree and there were no other trees around it knocked over. So in other words, it couldn't have been something that happened by the weather, or a big storm, big wind coming through. There are enough people that talk about encountering strange things, strange creatures. If someone is to write them off and say, they're boobs, they're twits, they're boobs bigger than Dolly Parton's, think what you want. So has the music industry been 100% hijacked for sinister, evil purposes? You know what's a fun time? Watch the music videos of the biggest pop stars, the biggest names out there, but mute them. Mute the video and just watch it. See how many symbols you might recognize or not recognize. Sometimes they're just dumb. Well, okay, they're always dumb, but sometimes they're blatantly evil on top of being dumb.